How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Jiangshi and Daoshi. It's been a while. But hey, we're back! Fetch, man, this has been a while. We got a whole lot of changes since we last did one of these episodes. Welcome to the new angle. And if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, here's what happened. This got released. It's an older visual novel. Fruitbat Factory was really happy to share it. In fact, they were so excited, they sent it to me immediately when the first 2 episodes came out for free on Steam. And I think on itch.io, the other site they usually work with. Awesome, right? Very excited, very cool. It was really nice to be able to be on the cutting edge of a release. Normally I'm playing and reviewing stuff that's been out for months, if not years. So it's like, oh, this is gonna be my first time really being able to run, because it lined up so perfectly with like the end of the series before. And I was like, all right, I'll just jump right into it, we'll go. Downside. Part 3 was supposed to be ready by the end of the month, and I just finished it up when we got to the end of the month. And then there was a delay. And then there was another delay. And now it's November. But it's coming. And I have been very blessed and lucky because Fruitbat Factory was very gracious that they have everything pretty much all set. They just haven't yet released it, but they've given it to me a little bit early. So the rest of this game will be available for purchase on Steam, itch.io, and other places, any places Fruitbat Factory is distributing on the 20th of November. That's coming up really soon. So yeah, that's like from recording. I'm recording this on the 10th, like very late, so 10 days, or more like a week from the time when this is posted. You should be able to play it. So, oh, sorry, moved the mess there. So, what's been going on? Well, it's been a while, but we have the Taoist or Taoist, I think it was Taoist, like the Taoist like monk, the 300-year-old but like very young looking like master who's kind of come down from the mountain to experience life because she hasn't been able to achieve full enlightenment, which means that despite the fact that she's been living a long time, her life force is going to give out within the next year. She came down from the mountain to kind of experience the world before she passes. Ended up meeting the main protagonist guy, who is an ex-assassin trying to escape his life of, like, I don't know, crime is the right word, but it kind of is. He starts learning from her about the techniques, which have become very useful and primarily used for survival, if he made the agreement that he would never kill again. Unfortunately, that didn't stop other people from trying to kill him, which they actually succeeded. But it's okay, because she used a special charm to turn him into a zombie. Well, it's a... I think it's a... Daoshi, or I can't remember which word it is, but he's technically dead, but his soul's been forced into his dead body, and they're trying to find they're trying to find the secret of eternal life, because she wants to be able to continue to live as her monk life, and she's having to find an artificial means of achieving enlightenment. He just needs a chance to live, but now they're getting caught up in all this crazy stuff, like apparently like a fake eternal life that robs you of your soul over time, makes you to a husk that's just obedient servants. They fought a bunch of those things, and somebody had prepped this big factory with traps meant to trap people who use their abilities, and nearly killed them all. So now we're trying to figure out who the heck's been planning all this, and why the weird doctor guy seems to be a big part of it at the hospital. There's a lot to go on, there's a lot to catch up with, and there's a lot I've probably forgotten, but we're gonna just jump back into it. Thankfully, I'm just happy to be able to do this again. So let's get right into the show and start here with book 1 of like the chapter 3, or the final part of the series, Fuko, which is, I believe, where we're traveling. In one peaceful afternoon, Ling Ling discovers there's something unusual with the idol on TV. What will she do to uncover Taomi Nyan Nyan's secret, the identity? Let's get this going. All right, so click the play, and we're just doing the first one. So, okay. Another thing I'm going to try and remember is apparently there are words I can highlight over and it'll give me the definition of. I've like yet to do it because I keep forgetting about it, getting caught up in everything. So, yeah, I guess we'll play this one. Denko, play or stop. I don't know what okay. Maybe that's just the movie version. This is like the actual game. Yes, it's been a while. Happy to be back. Fuko. No, but I think I remember it saying that was the method that they... It's like the Chinese version of alchemy.
個の中では 孤独が最も有名であろう。
Koruku? Okay.
壺の中にガマ、ヘビなどのさまざまな毒虫を入れて殺し合わせ、生き残った最後の一匹を使う呪法である。
Okay. Weird.
これは別の巫女に使う人形だ。
So wait, no, that's sounding a lot more like a voodoo thing then.
呪いたいものの名前を書くか、髪の毛を入れ、釘を打つ。
Yeah, okay, this is all more similar to voodoo.
日本には牛の国参りという形で伝わっている。
Ushi no kokurumari.
この巫女の歴史は古く、およそ2100年前。中国の聖詩24書の一つ、漢書の本紀6巻によれば、なかなかの惨状だったようだ。
I don't know what that was. Something just fell over back there. It's probably my cat.
巫女の家といい、この不幸を行ったとして数千人が処刑され、数万人が拷問の末に獄死している。
Fetch. So it was kind of their whole like witch hunt. Like every culture apparently had witch hunting.
もちろん冤罪だ。
I'm sure.
甲獣という体感が自分に不利な人間を排するためにでっち上げたものであるが、
Oddly convenient how that works, huh?
おそらく単一の呪術による歴史上最大数の死者であろう。
Dang. That was kind of creepy how it's... Oh my god. What are we looking at right now? Friends, you've been my target all along. Oh, you hit these Zal jerk. Ooh, yeah. That's the other thing. We forget, this is like a very animated type of visual novel, which is really interesting. If you would once again honor me with your attention. We now stand next to a small hut located some distance from the town. Surrounded by lush nature, it was the perfect retreat from the hustle and bustle of the city and a weird, like, Toto Pikachu? What the heck is that? Penguin Village. Showered by sunlight, Luan Wu was dutifully handing out the laundry to dry. So he's our zombie guy. The apron he wore lent him the appearance of a freshly wed housewife, yet suited him just fine, despite him being an assassin and all. I'm gonna try and like hover across all the words, like so you might see if we might finally get to see a blip pop up for like a definition. Oh, he's even got a pedo bear. The apron bore a picture of a sighing animal of disputable cuteness. Faru, mascot subclass here, retired class. Submitted by Ling Ling from Huoyin City, Shanxi province. I also forgot this game is going to make it so that like I don't know where I technically am on the screen right now. I'm going to be dancing all over the place because the text likes to go up and down. It's very tough to edit. Final boss. Okay. Why did it get so loud? What the heck? Luan's phone began to ring. The screen displayed the word master. Oh, that's cute. Hello. Yes, Ling Ling. Fake Mon beware. Why is she calling from like 5 feet away? Luan turned around and saw Ling Ling's phone in hand, mischievously staring at him from within the house. Yeah. Of course. Why are they? So I'm trying to figure out what are they doing now? Because last time I saw them, I thought they were on like a train. No, they were at the hospital. That's what was happening last time. Luan hung up and returned to the house. Ling Ling played with the phone in the living room. Aww. Okay, how do I? Okay, hide. Yeah. So this is how. Cause this looks like a big cute thumbnail right here. So anyway, how do I unhide? Yes. I like how they're playing with perspective with this. This is really fascinating. Recollection. After Ling Ling's discharge from the hospital. Good. Now it's gonna start making sense. Wait. Quizlax get vaccinated? And it's like a child getting hit by a car? What is that sign supposed to mean? What the heck?
そういえば、リンちゃんは携帯持ってないんですか?
Yen asked with a smile. I like Yen. She's psychopathic, but she's so fun.
携帯?
Ling Ling cocked her head.
じゃあ1個差し上げます。どうぞ。
Daoshi. Uh-huh. Ling Ling took the mysterious gadget from Gen with a question mark above her head.
こうやって耳に当ててください。そしてちょっと離れてくださいな。
Ling Ling did as she had been told.
もしもし。
Holy crap. Hearing Yen's voice left Ling Ling thoroughly astonished.
聞こえますか、りんちゃん。
Aww. Ling Ling drew the phone away from her ear and gave it a puzzled look.
これが携帯電話。
Mm-hmm.
遠くにいる人とお話しできるんですよ。
Yan explained as she returned to Ling Ling. Alex said, I taught Belle everything I know. What? No, what? She looked proud enough to make one think she had invented the thing herself. Yeah, I like how he's even like, what? Alexander grabbed Belle.
すごいの。
This game is just a bundle. Yeah.
他にも機能があるんですよ。ちょっと両手の人差し指と中指を立ててくれますか？それを顔の横に掲げてくださいな。
Why is that crab being happy about being dropped in? Oh, he's saying no. Okay, I get that. This game, man. This game is weird.
こうこイエンドの？はーい、りんちゃん、笑顔になって。
Hey. Then photographed Ling Ling as she made a double peace sign. Oh, that's adorable.
ほら、こんな風に映像を記録することもできるんですよ。おお、それは我か？はい、そうですよ。これ待ち受けにしよう。私のアドレスに送ってと。
Yeah, I see why you're teaching her this. Ling Ling stared at the phone with a face like a blooming flower. End of recollection. Okay, and here we are. Oh dear. That's the wild fake man. Who are you? Ling Ling happily took pictures all over the room. Luan regarded this little camera woman with a mixed expression. I was about to say that, like she's kind of turned off a new leaf because she's had her like chakra purified, but she's still probably Yen. At the very least, it's bugged. She can be trusted to be untrustworthy. Okay, so like I feel like Wiretap should be able to give me a definition or something, but I'm not getting it popping up. So am I missing something here? Is there some stuff I'm not doing? Yes, Ling Ling. Ling Ling approached Luan. So she then pulled them down to her level and took a picture. Aww. Look at that, they're so cute. Yes, you do, Ling Ling. Said the smiling Ling Ling in a cheerful voice. Though Luan found her smile to be endearing, it also made him feel like a vampire being scorched by the rising sun.
無理だ。こんなに嬉しそうな師匠から携帯を奪うなんて俺にはできねえ。
I know, right? I don't blame you, man. Luan was forced to accept his own limitations when he saw Ling Ling innocently toying around with her phone. It wasn't an unpleasant feeling, though. Wait, impossible due to lack of ability. What is this? What is this? Okay. Hang on a second. Stop with the... Okay, I'm going to read this text, then we're going to read the background. Limitations serve as a boundary between man's imagination and the real world. In other words, there was precisely what shaped mankind to be what it is today. Besides, Luan was impartial to the impossibilities he discovered about himself today. Okay, so, hide. Alright. Impossibilities due to lack of ability. Things that he wouldn't be able to do because of limitations such as muscle performance, finances, or intelligence, even if he wanted to. Jump to the moon. Buy Google. Learn the truth about the universe. Blow up planet Vegeta with a single energy ball. Become a titan. And so on and so forth. What kind of titan? Things that he's capable of but wouldn't do because of the mental limitations such as religion, aesthetic, belief, interest, etc. Impossibilities due to mental limitations. Get fully naked in public. Hurt Ling Ling. Lick Yen's feet. Fetch. Provide other men's sex for money. Fetch. Shoplift the Jump magazine. Brag about the crimes he committed, and so on and so forth. And Jump magazine, of course, is like where they publish a lot of manga and stuff, right? So, yeah, shoplifting a magazine would be terrible because it would be hurting the business. And you don't mess with the biz. So what remains is what you rule out. You rule out the impossible. Yeah, I could see. I have to agree. I share a lot of things on this list. It'd be cool to do the stuff on the left side. Probably will never do the stuff on the right side. He was psychologically unable to hurt Ling Ling.
ま、今は別にモニタリングされても問題ないから。
Yeah, it's not really anything going on at the moment. Luan made a resigned smile. That thing is freaking me out. What are you doing here? Should be somewhere. Could be found somewhere in China. It happened after. Oh, is it a knockoff about like how like they make like off-brand like duplicate stuff like on the cheap side? It happened after the two had finished eating.
しかし、ギターの同士はなかなか見つからないの。
Daosh. The Daosh responsible for the Gitan vanished into. Oh yeah, the Gitan is that's the fake immortality. Like it makes you invulnerable, and you're not gonna like die, but after a little while, your soul is gone.
エン姉さんにも頼んでるんすけど、進展ないみたいっすね。
Oh well.
何かわかれば携帯に連絡すると言っておったが。
Hey, there's adventure calling. Ling Ling shifted her gaze to the TV.
現代の劇か。
Modern geisha.
なかなか華やかだな。
Ling Ling voiced her thoughts regarding the scene. Aw, he's cute. There's a live concert being broadcast on TV. A girl in frilly clothes, seemingly no older than 16, sang and performed a dance. Her skin was porcelain white. Her face was without a single blemish. Her stunning doll-like appearance contrasted with the vigorous, almost boyish aura she radiated. Ooh, fetch! I would be falling for her. That's a combo. That's a wombo combo right there.
アイドルのタオミーニャンニャンっすね。
Said Luan as he turned his gaze toward the screen.
めっちゃ人気で、組織にもファン多かったっすよ。ライブに行った連中、葉っぱやったみたいに完全に目の色変わってたっす。
And what's with those weird plum pictures? Ling Ling's face grew stern as her eyes began to trace Taomi Nanyan steps. She discovered an odd overlap with the memory inscribed deep in her hippocampus.
どうしたんすか、師匠?
Does she walk with like a stride of a Daoshist?
この女、どうしか。
Yeah, Daosh.
え?
今の動き、ウホのようにも見えた。
Uho.
同志が歌と踊りに合わせてウホで術をかけているなら狂信的な人気も納得できる。
Fetch. But I mean, I'm sure she seems like she just could be successful on her own, but yeah. Ling Ling's expression turned to a stern as steel. The girl who so innocently played around with her phone camera until a short while ago was no more. When it came to Daoshi and Daoshism, she responded with all things with a maturity befitting her age.
確かめてみるか。
どうするんすか?
That sounds awkward.
これを使う。
With that, Ling Ling pulled out a doll made of wood.
服を用いて軽い呪いを放ってみる。
Fetch! That's a little extreme.
下がれ返されれば相手は同志ということだ。
どんな緩めの呪いをかけるんすか?
殺したり怪我をさせたりするのはまずい。
Okay.
呪いを返された時は我が身に降りかかるしな。
Right.
鼻がムズムズする呪いをかけてみよう。
Well, that can be hard to verify. Can't people just have an itchy nose? Like, you should have something that makes her want to, I don't know, do jazz hands. That's something no one sane person would do on stage unless they were, you know, in I don't know. Why is it called jazz hands? Do people, I grew up listening to jazz, and that doesn't sound like a jazzy thing. Maybe it's jazzy, but not jazzy in the music. It's just more, you know, weird. I don't know. And it's kind of like an old meme, too. Why am I even talking about it?
ライブ本番中だと結構きつそうな呪いだな。
I think jazz hands would have been better. For the time being, Luan decided not to say that out loud.
赤き神、邪神の鬼神、強行よ。千里を超え、我が死を怒涛のごとく届け伝えよ。
Okay. A little extreme. Gong Gong, how do you say that, was the name of the destructive water god in Chinese mythology. 2 letters used to spell his name were evidently combined into one that grew to mean flood. Ling Ling used the brush to write the name of Tao Mi Nyan Nyan on the doll, but that's probably not her real name. She then raised her wooden mallet and a hammer and a nail in it.
どうすか師匠
Uh,
師匠
she's like trying desperately not to scratch her nose. Oh, yeah.
鼻がムズムズする。
Ling Ling scratched her nose with tears in her eyes. Fetch!
なんか雨の日の猫みたい
Aww.
不術を返された。
Yep, that's probably a pretty skilled Daosh system.
やはりこのタオミーニャンニャンとやらはどうしか。
そうみたいっすね
Super cute. Give her a hanky. Oh. Luan felt a murderous aura in the air. So intense it made even a Saoshu like him tremble. That's assassin, right? It was colder than the coldest blizzard, yet seething like an erupting volcano.
どこから
Uh-oh. It's either that creepy Pokemon thing outside, or this is like retribution coming back up the power line.
お前か。
Uh-oh. Taomi and Nyan Nyan addressed them from the TV screen. Oh dear, that's terrifying. She was holding... Oh no! That's bad. If you guys don't remember from last time, Demon Bullet Charm is a great name for that thing. It literally takes a power, like a gust of air, focuses it into a sharp point, and fires it directly through pretty much solid anything you can think of. It's like the worst kind of bullet you could imagine, because it would also have it perfectly untraceable. Holy crap. Ling Ling let out a gasp of surprise. Yeah? What happened? Oh, Fetch blew his arm off, but he's okay. He can't feel pain. Luan heaved a sigh of relief. Half of his shoulder was gone. He turned around to see the TV completely wrecked.
タオミーニャンニャンただのアイドルじゃないみたいっすね
No, we in trouble now. Episode 3, Lady Hexes. Book 2, Casino. Dang, that was the first book already. So fast. See, like, this would be way too early to end, but that means we're gonna end awkwardly, like, halfway through this second book. A tall, lavish building towered toward the sky. What's that? Oh, is that her picture? What's this music? Like, this visual novel has some bump in music, I will say. A tall, lavish building towered to the sky. One of the many luxurious rooms. Ling Ling and Luan were sitting on a sofa.
お待たせしました。アイスティーしかなかったですが、よかったですか？
Are we back? Are we at like their weird headquarters thing? I think Yu is still my favorite. I think she's really cool. Oh, Yen, sorry. Well, she can't be. She can't be a waifu anymore. I can't even remember her name. Obviously not a fan, right? Obviously not a fan. I just think her character design is really cool. And now that she's not completely psychopathic, it's actually a lot more enjoyable. She was freaking terrifying, but now she's like sweet with a horrifying, terrifying side to her. Yen entered the room with the tray of drinks.
しかしリンちゃんにうーちゃん、わざわざ組織の渋ビルまで来るなんて。
Right, okay.
内容が内容だけに同調されたくないっすからね
Long Yen. Oh, that's her. Yen smiled. Who is this little girl?
リンちゃん、私このビルを預かる支部長なんですよ。
Right, right.
結構偉いんですよ。
Oh, of course she is.
おお、ゲン殿はこの摩天楼の主なのか。すごいの。
Ling Ling was genuinely impressed. Okay, one thing I'm gonna work on real quick. I feel like the music might be... I don't know if I can do much with it. So, okay. Hopefully, in editing, I'll find out if the music's too loud, and I'll try and fix that next time. I remember this being a concern, but I think it's like, it goes so high and low, it's hard to really gauge. But let me know if you're having trouble hearing their lines being delivered. Like, it'd be good to hear from your side, because the editing room and the actual product can end up being very different. And so if you happen to be watching this, it'd be really great to get that little extra bit of feedback, because it's been so long, I can't remember what my settings were, and they might have changed. So thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's continue.
この部屋から見える景色も綺麗でしょ？
Oh yeah, it looks great.
天に昇った心地になれるの。りんちゃんさえよかったら毎日この絶景を見せてあげますよ。
Down, Yen, down. Ling Ling's got her own man. Oh boy. Yen approached the puzzled Ling Ling and took her small hand in hers.
組織の専属同士になりません？毎日おいしいものいっぱい食べさせてあげますよ。
That's dangerous.
リエントの。
はーい、そこまで。
Back off, back off. Luan dragged Yen away from Ling Ling.
イエン姉さん、師匠を悪い道に引き込まないでほしい。
残念。
Yen smiled mischievously.
それで今日は何の用ですか？今日はイエン殿にタオミーニャンニャンについての情報を提供してほしくてな。
I can't get the name Nyan Nyan without thinking of Ferris. But this is a terrifying Ferris. Oh. Okay, let's go. Bye, guys. Bye. We're leaving now. Let's get out of here, Ling Ling, please. She's got murder in her eyes. Yen flashed a dazzling smile, but it looked about as fake as the practice could be. Ling Ling froze up.
いや、そのタオミーニャンニャンについて言えません。知らないではなく、言えないと答えるのが精一杯です。
Is she part of the organization? Though Yen wore an amiable expression, her words were entirely without warmth. She appeared to have been doing it on purpose, seemingly wanting to say something. Ling Ling made a troubled face and looked toward Luan for help. Luan seemed to have picked up on something from Yen's behavior, but then quickly went back to his usual laid-back facade. With him feigning ignorance, Ling Ling had no choice but to give up.
ああ、そうです、りんちゃん。この支部にはカジノがあるんですよ。
Oh, that's a dangerous place to send her.
カジノ？
Asked Ling Ling with a question mark above her head.
賭場のことです。
no. Look at that smile. She's totally wanting to take Ling Ling for all she's worth.
種銭は私が出しますので、何にも協力できなかったお詫びにぜひぜひ遊んでいってくださいな。
Gotta be careful. It's one of those things where it's like, gambling can be fun, but it's real money. Unlike like a video game, like it's real stakes and it can be addicting. Like the same thing that can drive people to like play like 8 hours, not 8 hours, like 18 hours of a game, like and like missing their work shift, can also be funneled into gambling and make them lose everything they have because they just can't stop. Or people who spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars on gacha games, you know, that's like, it's a real problem. So gambling is one of those things you always need to approach carefully. Like any other vice, like it's like, it can be devious. It can destroy lives, ruin friendships, families. It's really bad, but there's a part of me that knows I would be interested in doing it a little bit. And maybe that's why I've stayed away from it. I'm terrified that I could like get sucked in too much. I think I'd be okay, but that's the thing. Everyone thinks they can. Oh, and those are some terrible choices, by the way. If you ever are gonna gamble, never do the random chance roulette tables or anything like that. Even blackjack, unless you can count cards, it's pretty terrible odds. You want to play something that has as much skill as chance. And that's why if I were ever to go play, the one I would enjoy the most and the one I think would like have the most chance of actually doing something in would be like Texas Hold'em, 5-card stud, card games, where you're more playing against other people than like just playing against like luck. Ling Ling curiously looked around the casino. Slot machine, spinning roulette wheels. Ling Ling quickly found herself captivated by them. Yep, get her out of there, get out of there. Luan was partly to blame for this development. He did say the best to avoid taking Ling Ling to modern facilities in hopes of preventing too much unnecessary stimuli from assaulting her impressionable mind. Oh, so arcade and hostess clubs he kind of kept her away from. Arcade would be a better choice than a gambling den. One could suspect that the young man had a penchant for being overprotective.
ここよりもっとすごい VIP ルームもあるんですよ。
Oh gosh, that's where the real money goes.
後でご案内します。
This explains how her organization is funded, though, because like the rule of thumb is the reason why casinos can be like this is because they win. They win statistically every time. Like people go in and they feel like you can walk out being a millionaire, but for every one person walks out a millionaire, like 10 million people are walking out there having effectively donated their money to a casino. That's why they're so lavish. That's why they're so rich. That's why they look so nice. That's why they are so evil. It plays off of your desire to think that you will be the
中で
exception.
どんなに暴れても外には全く影響しないんです。
That sounds terrifying.
1時間後にお連れするので、それまでここで楽しんでくださいませ。
Yeah, Yen, you're a little too excited about this. Luan gave Yen a confirmatory glance, then diverted his eyes from her and heaved a sigh.
では早速勝負をしてくる。
Umu. Every time I hear an umu now, I'm getting ready for Christmas, and I keep thinking, Padaru, Padaru. It's coming, boys. And girls. Boys and girls, it's coming. I need to remember to be more inclusive. I casually use guys, but I use it in a unisex way, even though it is technically like a male gendered thing. It's a habit I need to get out of. It's something I've done ever since high school. Anyway, Ling Ling hurried over to the gambling grounds, unable to suppress her excitement.
さてと、こっちはこっちで調達するか。
Muttered Luan nonchalantly, for he knew that there was no way this would end well. Yeah, I agree, man. This is not going to go well. The casino lights sparkled like stars in the night sky. The place hosted a wide variety of entertainment, from Western card games, that's where you should go, to roulette tables, boo, to traditional Chinese mahjong. Can you make mahjong like a gambling? Interesting. I didn't know you could make a gambling. Among the most unusual were the anime and manga stylized pachinko machines, ironically attracting the most attention from being somewhat out of place in such a luxurious establishment. That's another one. That's kind of a money sink. Effectively, like, I'd say it's better than a slot machine, which is just like pull, lose, pull, lose. At least with pachinko, you kind of can put some skill into it, but all the same, it's still stacked against you. Ling Ling stared at the chibi character jumping on screen for a while, but quickly lost her interest and trotted off as she failed to understand the rules of the game. Oh gosh. Along the way, she received a candy from a bunny girl, which brought a beaming smile to her face. Hang on a second. She's always being mistaken for being super young. Why is nobody coming in here and said, like, why are you in here? Can you even gamble? You just need to be of age. Or is that, maybe that's different outside the United States. In the US, you have to be 18 to be able to do anything in a casino. Once she learned that the food and beverages were free, she gasped in amazement. She had seemingly found a way to have fun without actually playing any of the games. The taste of Yen, the owner, could be felt in this place. There wasn't a single suited agent in sight, only bunny girls as far as the eye could see. Dang. Alright, to be fair, I'd probably go to this casino. That said, there were no guests that would harass or accost the women after making an unlucky bet. Good. I imagine that they would quickly vanish and disappear from the face of the earth. After all, rumor had it that the women were all skilled sashu. Yeah, no, this is a bad place to be. You're gonna be a pervert. 14.
ルージュの14。
Why would you play roulette? It makes no sense, unless you can somehow make it work for you. Need some money? Come visit us again at the Loan Shark? Oh my gosh, it's like, this is the perfect capture of effectively what a gambling casino is all about. It's like, oh, need extra money? You spend all your money? Come get a loan with a terrible interest rate. And with ruffians that'll come and beat the crap out of you when you can't pay it. Luan bet on the number right after the ball launched. It continued to spin around the roulette board long enough to make one question the gravity conditions of the planet or the possibility that it might have been a device of perpetual motion. Whoa.
のんきなものね。
Who is this? What the? Oh, what? Oh, Infa, that's right. I was like, I remember you from somewhere. She's one of the crazy pair assassins who like snuck in being all like helpless and kidnapped and potentially abused, we'll say. And then they went on a psychotic break melt. It was insane. Infa, wearing a giant rabbit costume, addressed Luan. Her tone carried an obvious edge of irritation.
なんだインファか。アホな格好してるから誰かと思ったぜ。
Luan joked.
うさいバカ。
Yeah. Infa pursed her lips like an octopus. The fact that her face flushed like an octopus as well didn't exactly help her image.
それより酒くれ酒。一番強い酒はどれだ？
Uh-huh.
これだけど。
Poison. Infa pointed to one of the glasses on her tray. It was a cocktail by the name of Sledgehammer. Oh, okay. I've heard that's an actual thing. It used only vodka and lime, but drinking it felt like getting bludgeoned by something large and heavy. In that sense, the thing held true to its name. Besides the special recipe, the establishment used a 96% distilled vodka for the concoction. Fetch! Jeez! That thing would probably peel paint off the walls. A single sip from it could rot your brain in an instant.
いや、カジノは酒がタダだからいいな。
Yeah, you gotta love also that you're dead and can't die again.
あとタバコ一箱くれ。ライターもな。
Oh, by the way, is he still missing part of his shoulder, or did that, like, heal? They never clarified that. Tobacco and a lighter. Come on, man. Like, I know you're undead, but good grief.
あれルアン、あなたタバコ吸ったっけ？
Infa handed Luan the item she requested with a suspicious expression. By the way, that's not a cigar, that's... Oh, he just asked for tobacco. Okay. That's the wrong end. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong end. As far as Infa remembered, Luan, being an assassin that preferred ambushes, avoided substances that would give his scent away. No soaking, no sumo king. Infa, who's instead had been trained to approach and gain the trust of her targets, knew a whole array of recreational arts that were strictly forbidden to Luan. Having said that, Luan had already quit the organization, so it was entirely possible that he took up smoking sometime after his departure. Terrible. Why would you do that to yourself? Nonetheless, Infa couldn't help but feel like there was something off about all this.
それより、こんなところでのんきに遊んでいていいのかしら？
Yeah, she's got a point.
これから何が起こるかも知らないで。
I'm guessing he's figured out that he might as well set off the trap that is absolutely coming. Luan smiled at Infa's meaningful words and whispered something into her ear that only she could hear. Uh-oh. The words, whatever they might have been, left Infa visibly startled. Surrounded by the clamor of the casino, the two began a hushed discussion. Rogue 14! Rogue 14! The dealer announced the results of the current roulette round. So, the fact that he put a bet on Rogue 14, like, only on that number, means that he got a really good haul. But, like, the chances of being able to do that without cheating somehow is, like, insane.
お、初めてのギャンブルだが当たったぜ。
Yeah, that's a big win.
ルアン、あなた。
Luan handed Infa a mountain of chips before she could finish. They could be cashed out for a respectable amount of money.
現金じゃなくて景品台にあったあれと交換してきてくれ。
What prize?
差分はやるよ、ウサギさん。
Aw, Usagi-san. That's cute.
わかった。
Infa headed off to the exchange room.
インファ、
ん？
気使ってくれてありがとうな。
Aww.
うさいバカ。
She replied, blushing. Oh, what a tsundere. Alright, let's see what this next part's gonna be all about, huh? So, Oh, here's the other one, right? Interesting.
負けてしまった。
But that's not too unsurprising, is it? You know what? It has been a little while, but I also remember that like I kind of blasted through these a lot last time. I was getting a little bit of hints that maybe slow down a little bit, and since this isn't even being released, I think we're gonna end it here. I know this might be a little bit of a shorter episode than usual, but frankly, I think I'm fine with it. So let's see if I can. Yeah, if I hide this. Yeah, there we go. So. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. I know it's been a long time, so I hope you didn't forget too much. If you want to, you know, go like, get the spark notes of it. But also, if you're new to this series, like, I highly recommend you go see it from the beginning. This game is wacky and fun, but the first 2 parts are free on Steam and I believe Itch.io as well. So go check them out. Fruitbat Factory, look it up. Jiangshi and Daoshi, you can see it in the title because it's definitely, they're Chinese and I don't know, I'm probably saying them wrong still, like, but I can't remember how I was supposed to say them. Someone explained it to me a while ago, but this is months now, so maybe I'll need to get corrected again. But you know what, I really enjoyed this series and it's nice to have it back. Finally, we're back to 3 videos a week, and that's gonna be awesome. So again, thank you for Fruitbat Factory for doing that, and thank you so much to Pat Kilo and everyone else who is considering to support the channel. It's wonderful to have you as part of it. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, there's a couple ways you could do it. You can always continue just watching videos. That's primary number 1. Subscribing is really big because that helps me know how much interest I've got. Patreon, if you want to have some extra perks and kind of have a hand in the future titles that we get to cover on the channel. Like when we finish this episode, I'll be pitching out some of the next ideas to anybody who's a patron, just so they can help me cultivate the next like few months of programming effectively. Because I've got like so many wonderful options now from so many great developers that I literally don't know if I can just pick them, other than either randomly or maybe with a little bit of input. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. But regardless, the fact that you're here and even listening to me right now and you haven't clicked away from the video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are the bomb. It's exactly why I keep doing this channel. I do this channel because I want to share these stories and I want to be able to express them with people who are interested in sharing them with me. And the fact that you guys actually show up here, it means the world to me. So thank you so much. And until the next video you're watching me, up to see me in next. I'll see you there.